Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best budget cards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, my opinion of what I'm considering a budget card for this video is a guy who is right at or under the 50,000 MT price point. I think right about 50K or less is a very, very reasonable amount of MT, especially at this point in the year, to be considered a budget player, especially with in-game cards being in excess of 5, 6, 7, 800,000 MT, etc. 50K is a very reasonable price point. There's a lot of really good cards under that 50K point. Every card on this list I think you could run in a competitive setting and have success with. A lot of really good cards for a super reasonable price. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 6,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. We're less than 300 subscribers away. Channel has been growing like crazy. We've been uploading multiple videos a day, a lot, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. Also, one thing I do want to note, and it's true for the last couple of videos as well, I've been sick the last couple of days. If y'all notice anything weird about my voice, any low energy, anything like that, I do apologize, but I'm just trying to push out content for y'all. Just been dealing with some sort of sickness, not entirely sure what it is, but hopefully it goes away soon, and I'm just trying to push out content. So hopefully y'all do enjoy this video. But without further ado, let's hop right into it, and let's start off with the number 10 spot, which is where I'm going to put Danny Granger, who I think is just a really solid PG option in my team. He's got great size, which is the first valuable aspect to this card at 6'9" with a 7'1" wingspan. Hot spots from everywhere. 36 hops include limitless takeoff, posterizer, incredible shooting badges, basically every shooting badge you could want. Really good playmaking badges as well, and super solid defensive badges. He's a really good all-around defender, especially on the perimeter, but has great speed, shooting, and dunking ability especially, and a really solid release. Jump shot 29 on very quick with a good upper, quick dribble style. The movement isn't incredible. The pipping behind the back is nice, but the Kawhi size at Pro Escape aren't amazing, and that holds him back just a little bit. Dunk animations are decent. Quick drops off too is a good safe dunk to have, so that is solid. And overall, I think he's a very good card. I just wish he moved a little better. I think that's the only reason that I'm keeping him down as low as I am on this list, but I think he's a super solid budget PG option. Very viable option for sure. At number 9, we got Josh Smith, who I think is one of the most undervalued cards in the game. You can literally get this card for less than 10,000 MT right now, and he's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan at the small forward position, which is super solid size. Hot spots from everywhere. 37 hops include elite finishing badges, having the 3 best finishing badges in the game: fast twitch, limitless takeoff, and posterizer. Also really good shooting badges, even badges like blinders and chef that you don't typically expect to be on a Josh Smith card. And then handles for days, quick chain, quick first step, and incredible all-around defensive badges. Defense is really where this card shines. It's got amazing defensive animations, pretty much 96 plus on every single key defensive stat, 96 speed and excel as well. He's an elite dunker, an elite shooter, basically borderline invincible stats in all honesty, as well as a really good release. Brook Lopez released on very quick with a nice upper. It's smooth, fast, and easy to green. Quick dribble style, Kawhi size, and pipping behind the back with the Luka escape. Very similarly to Danny Granger, the one thing that he is lacking is elite half-court sigs, and that does hold him back just a little bit, as well as the fact that he doesn't have true dominant size at the small forward position, but I think he's got good enough that I think you could run this card in a competitive setting and have a ton of success, and I definitely think he deserves a pretty high spot on this squad. At number 8, we're going with DeMar DeRozan. I'll admit I was torn with this DeMar. I think you could put him as high as number 5 or number 6 on this list. For me personally, right now, I think I got to put him at number 8. A lot of these cards are very close together. Could definitely be rearranged in a different order, but DeMar, 6'7" with a 6'9" wingspan at the 2, has pretty solid size. Hot spots from everywhere. 37 hops include those same 3 key finishing badges, elite shooting badges, really good playmaking and defensive badges as well. Elite perimeter defender with super solid interior ability. He's nice and fast, a great shooter, and elite dunker, and very good speed with ball as well. The Trey Burke release at the Kobe upper on very quick is the same release as T-Mac, and he's got the same movement as T-Mac as well in the half court with the pippin behind the back and the full court, which is actually better than T-Mac's behind the back. I think this card gives you about 99% of what invincible T-Mac gives you. He is such an incredible value shooting guard option. Just like Josh Smith, you can get this card for less than, I mean, he's a little over 10 KMT, but he's like 11 or 12 KMT. Still incredibly cheap and incredibly good. He is a top budget shooting guard in the game, and I am very high on this card, especially for his price. At number 7, we're going with Keegan Murray, and I think Keegan, for one, he's been playing really good in the first couple of games of Summer League, so definitely happy to see that for him. Hoping that he has a successful NBA career. Definitely felt bad for him that he got overlooked a bit after he got drafted by the Kings, but I definitely think this Keegan card is really good in 2K as well. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan at the 3. Hot spots from nearly everywhere. 45, or actually from everywhere. 45 Haas is a ton of Hall of Fame badges, especially the shooting badges, but also really good complete defensive badges, great playmaking badges, and great interior badges. 93 speed and excel, a 95 shot 3, a 90 driving dunk, and really good all-around defense. This card is very complete and very good, with the Steph release on very quick, which is really good as well. Quick dribble style, Kobe escape, and pippin behind the back are all very good. The Luka size-up isn't amazing, but he's got great safe dunks as well, and really the Luka size-up is the only thing that I think you can really complain about this Keegan Murray card. I think he's one of the better small forwards in my team, especially for his price. He is a very undervalued card again, and a really, really good option coming in at number 7. At number 6, I am going to go with one of the brand new cards that we got just a couple days ago, and that's going to be Cryogenesis LaMelo Ball. And I think this LaMelo specifically gives you a lot at the PG position. Well, he might not be the greatest playmaker in the world, but that's really about his only flaw, I'd say. And he is 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan, which is super solid size at the PG position. Hot spots from everywhere. 50 Hall of Fame badges is really not something you can overlook, with elite badges in terms of his defense, his playmaking, his shooting, and his finishing. Even having interior badges like Pogo Stick, Post Lockdown, Brick Wall, Rebound Chaser, and Rim Protector to complement all of his defensive badges on the perimeter, which is so valuable at the PG position, especially with his size. He's an incredible perimeter defender as well. Defensive stats definitely aren't bad, and he's crazy fast with a really good shooting ability. Super solid dunker as well, with great safe dunks. He's got really nice safe dunks. I feel like, I don't even know I guess his athletic one-handers off one is his safe dunk, and it's really, really solid. Jump shot 81 on very quick is also really good with the quick dribble style and the pipping behind the back. Similarly to Danny Granger, doesn't have an elite size up and doesn't have an elite size up escape. Those are really his only two flaws, though. If he had better size up escape, be an absolutely incredible PG option. And honestly, I still think he's an incredible PG option, especially because of his completeness on the defensive badge. I think that really elevates this card at the PG position, especially with his size, and puts him at number 6. At number 5, I'm going with Thon Maker, who gives you a lot of versatility in terms of his ability to play both the small forward and power forward position at an elite level, especially as a 7-footer. He's got hot spots from everywhere. 36 hops include fast twitch, posterizer, really good shooting badges, as well as elite playmaking badges, and complete all-around defensive badge with interior badges like Rim Protector, Pogo Stick, and Post Lockdown, as well as your Clamps, Interceptor, and Intimidator for the perimeter. Solid all-around defensive stats. They don't jump off the page at you, but at 7 foot, he definitely gets the job done at both the 3 and the 4 defensively, especially with really good badges. And then he's got great speed, shooting, and dunking ability. A money jumper, which is jump shot 47 with the Kobe up on very quick. It's I think it's the exact same release as Joel Embiid actually has. No, it's the exact same release as Taco Fall has. I am a massive fan of this jumper. I have been all year on both Thon and Taco. Quick dribble style with the pro size up, KD escape, and pipping behind the back gives him solid all around sigs as well. I like the pro size up. I like the KD escape. They both definitely get the job done pretty darn well, as well as the perfect pipping behind the back, the quick dribble style, all those things. As a 7-footer with all of his playmaking badges, he is so versatile and such a mismatch nightmare, especially at the small forward position, but even at the power forward position, he's going to hold his own at a super high level. At number 4, I'm going with Rudy Gay, and I think Rudy Gay gives you a ton of size. One of his most valuable features is his size at the shooting guard position, being 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan and a massive player build that honestly makes him look closer to 6'9" or 6'10". Hot spots from everywhere. 35 hops include those 3 key finishing badges, incredible all-around shooting badges, as well as really, really solid playmaking and defensive badges. Elite all-around defensive stats. He's super fast, really good dunker, and an incredible shooter as well, with one of the better releases in the game. The Rudy Gay release on very quick, I truly believe, is one of the best releases in my team, especially on Rudy. It is basically uncontestable, kind of like a guy like Kawhi Leonard is. I wouldn't say it's quite as uncontestable as MJ, but it is in that same category where it's incredibly hard to get a contest on. Similar to a few other cards we talked about on this list, like LaMelo and Danny Granger, he doesn't have elite half-court sigs with the Jimmy size up and Luka escape, but again, that's about the only flaw on this card. Quick dribble style, pip behind the back as well, with his jumper being almost uncontestable and his elite size at the 2, as well as his elite defense, slashing, and stats all the way around. I think Rudy Gay is an elite card, and I think he comes in at number 4 on this list. At number 3, I'm going with SGA, who is a basically brand new card. This card came out yesterday from when y'all are watching this video, and I actually did a gameplay on this SGA card if y'all want to check that out on my channel to see how he hoops. But 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan gives him solid size at the PG. He's got a pretty big player build as well. Definitely does not look undersized whatsoever. Hot spots from everywhere. 50 Hall of Fame badges is a lot of hops as well, with elite finishing badges, elite shooting badges, elite playmaking badges, and super solid defensive badges. Would add the brick wall badge to him. That's about the only badge he could use. Maybe rise up as well, but speed and excel are amazing. Shooting is amazing. Dunking is amazing. Speed of ball is amazing, and his perimeter defensive stats especially are amazing as well, with super solid interior ability. He is an elite offensive card though. I really like his jumper. Jump shot 91 on very quick is not a jumper that I'm used to using, to be completely honest, because none of these cards really have been cards that use this jumper much this year, or cards that I played with, I should say, much this year. But I love this jumper. I think it's really smooth. I greened a ton of contested shots when I was using this card in clutch time yesterday, and I think he's really, really good as a shooter with a super smooth, quick, and easy to green release. And then the quick dribble style, Donovan Mitchell size up, KD escape, and Pippen behind the back gives him some super solid sigs as well. I like the Mitchell size up. I think it's probably the 3rd or 4th best size up in the game, with the KD escape being super solid as well. And then quick drops off one, which is the best safe dunk in the game. Great standing dunks as well. I think the Hoff badges especially is another thing that can't be overstated, as well as how much I love his release. And I think he's a top 3 option under 50K in my team right now. At number 2, I'm going with Mark Williams. And I think the one thing that Mark Williams kind of has a flaw in, I guess you would say, would be his shooting, in that he only has an 80 shot 3 and only 4 Hall of Fame shooting badges. Catch and shoot and corner specialist are the only 2 key ones. He does need blinders, chef, and deadeye. But that being said, he's 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan and an elite player build, which gives him the versatility to play both power forward and center at a dominant level. Only an 80 shot 3, yes, but once you add those gold shooting badges, get a shoe on him, which is going to be +4, and then a coach, which is going to be +6, +8, something like that. You're going to get that up into the low 90s, as well as having those shooting badges. And he's got an elite release, which we'll get to in just a second. But first of all, 45 Hall of Fame badges include incredible finishing and defensive badges, some solid playmaking badges as well. Statistically, he's dominant on the interior in terms of his dunking, defense, and rebounding, and also has super solid athleticism for a power forward center with 90 speed and excel at a 7'2" height. Now, release, jump shot, or I should say Giannis release with release 110 up or on very quick is a really, really good release. I think it's one of the better big man releases in the game right now. It's super fast, smooth, and has an easy to green timing. Quick dribble style with Pippen behind the back gives him a little bit of playmaking ability as well as a 7'2" player. No half court sigs or anything, but great dunk animations as well. I think he is so good, and I love his release, which I think really invalidates his I guess supposed lack of shooting. I find him a knockdown shooter personally, and I think he's the 2nd best card under 50K in my team. But at number 1, I'll be honest, it's a bit of a landslide. It's Jabari Smith. Jabari has just recently gone under 50K MT. He's right around that 50K MT mark right now, but he's 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan at the small forward position, which starts him off with elite size, hotspots from everywhere as well. 45 Hall of Fame badges include those 3 best finishing badges, as well as some other ones. Elite, basically perfect shooting badges. Defensive badges, same thing, comes with most of the key defensive badges you could want, and playmaking badges are really, really good as well. He's got elite speed, shooting, dunking, defense, everything on the card is elite statistically, and then animations wise, it just only gets better. Ray Allen base, Carmelo upper on very quick is super fast, smooth, and easy to green. Quick dribble style with the D-Rose size up, Trey escape, and Pippen behind the back are, in my opinion, the best 6 that you could possibly put on a card. So that even elevates him further in terms of his playmaking ability offensively. And then he's got the best dunk package in the game as well, just to be the icing on the cake. So an amazing, amazing card. I think Jabari Smith is one of the best cards in the game, period, let alone under 50,000 MT. And the fact that he's in that price point right now is insane to me. So I think he's the best card in this budget card category for me personally. And this is my list of the top 10 budget cards in my team right now. Let me know what you think of my list down in the comment section down below. Who do you think I maybe ranked too high, too low, or left off the list entirely that you think deserves a spot on this list? The other thing that I didn't mention, I didn't include a single free card on this list. I'll probably have another video coming in which I rank the best free cards or build the best free team over the next couple of days. But yeah, hopefully y'all did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.